Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How is everyone doing this morning? Happy, normal, absolutely normal day where you can trust everything you believe. For those at home wondering, yes, we are doing this. Yes, we are doing this. We are making, I've got a selection of breakfast items here. I have not eaten anything today. I have my coffee. Oh, it would help if I had the right alerts. 1 second here. YouTube overlay. There we go. Turn my Twitch alerts off. YouTube overlay. Twitch alerts off. YouTube overlay. There we go. There we go. Bacon. Yes, bacon. Yes, this is really happening. Yes, we are really doing this. It is April 1st. Last year I cooked a steak and did a video. Was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago I did a steak on this exact printer actually. We're using Toasty Boy because Toasty Boy is really good. Toasty Boy, we can actually pump the numbers a bit. So I kind of screwed up a little bit. I came down about 20 minutes before the stream started and I preheated the oven. And by preheating the oven, I preheated the printer. But I goofed. I set the extruder temperature, not the bed temperature. So we're preheating the bed right now. This is a fully stock printer. This is a fully stock printer, technically. It's a V1.8 of Voron V1.8, which is what we had before. We had the Trident, and it is getting rebuilt. This printer is getting rebuilt. It's still going to be a V1.8, but it's going to be a V1.8 with like a monolith gantry and a few other mods, different tool head. It's going to be a hot printer. So we're going to rebuild it. So if we get a little bacon grease in places, it's not that big of a deal. Plus there's no electronics in the main chamber. It's got no tool headboard and everything's already covered with Reflectex. So as far as printers go, in terms of printers you can cook on, yeah. So because this is going to be a topic that's probably going to have some people go, excuse me, sir, is that safe? Probably not. The bed gets up to 115 Celsius, and we are preheating the bed to 115. So I've cooked steak on a printer before, and it does cook it thoroughly. So the only thing I'm a little worried about is the bacon. We should be okay. Worst case scenario, I just overcook everything, and yeah. So there's that. For those wondering about the bed itself, this is a raw spring steel plate. There is nothing on it. It has been thoroughly cleaned and degreased. There's no vision miner on it. There's no super glue. There's nothing. It's just regular that. I have seasoned it with a little bit of canola oil, just for the preheating aspect of it, because it is spring steel. It's not the most non-stick. I don't think they make Teflon coated beds. So there's that. And if you're wondering what we have on the menu, we have un œuf. We have an œuf. Un œuf. I have a piece of bread. I'm going to try toasting the bread first. I've got some butter. We have a little bit of pancake mix. And we have 2 pieces of bacon. If you wish to purchase these items for yourself, no joke, everything you see here can be purchased at Costco. I buy my bread at Costco, I buy my pancake mix at Costco, I buy my eggs at Costco, and I buy my bacon at Costco. So if you wish to purchase any of these items yourself, you can go to Costco. As for the coffee, guess what? Also Costco. No need to lube the rails, we got bacon grease, that is right. So I think the first thing we're going to try and do is we got to wait for this to heat up and everything. I think we're going to toast the bed, or toast the butter, or toast the butter. We're going to try and toast some bread. So that does melt real good. That does melt real good. So we got some bread. We're gonna let the bread toast. Let's see how that goes. See how that goes. I should probably grab some wet wipes. Let me grab some wet wipes. Because it's probably going to be a good idea to have some wet wipes. Who can guess where we got the wet wipes at? Who can guess where I got the wet wipes at? I'll give you one guess. That's right, Costco. I wish I had a Costco partnership. I don't think I've ever seen Costco sponsor anything. So I don't think Costco sponsors stuff. I don't think Costco sponsors stuff. So tip, if you're ever toasting something on a pan, you do want to move it around. Because if you leave it in one spot, it won't toast. I have no idea if you could toast bread at 115 degrees Celsius. But by golly gee willikers, we're gonna try. I'll tip that one over a bit so you guys can enjoy the bread toasting. So I think the order of operations for this is we're gonna toast the bread. So I do have two plates here. I have like the plate for the finished stuff, and then I have the plate for the stuff that's being cooked. We're gonna toast the bread. Then we're gonna cook the pancakes, then we'll do the bacon, and then we'll cook the egg. It is going to be a scrambled egg. I like scrambled eggs. I'm not a fan of like sunny side up eggs, so we're going to do scrambled eggs. Plus, with this being a flat surface, I don't want stuff dripping over the edge, so I'm going to have to play like chase it to the middle for a lot of it. So we're going to do scrambled eggs at the very end. We'll cook it in the bacon grease. Does that sound good? That sounds good. I have a Costco envy. I moved 30. Oh, never mind. So, yes, that's what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. Tonight on Twitch, we will be, as long as the launch goes ahead, we will be trying to stream the Artemis 2 launch, because there are three humans and a Canadian going to the moon tonight. So I'm going to try and stream that if I get a chance, if the launch is going on. So I'll go live like half hour before takeoff time for that. I was going to do this as a video, and then I realized I don't want to sit down here by myself and watch food cook. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. So, I'm going to flip it over. So since I'm going to flip it over, I want to get some bacon or butter on the other side. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Is it toasting? You know what? It is toasting. Can you see the toast? Can you see the toast? It is toasting. It is toasting. We might actually get some toast. I might actually get some toast out of this. Focus on that. Yeah, we are getting some actual toast. It's working. The focus is off. I know. It's because it auto focuses, and it's that. I think I fixed the focus. There we go. It's working. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Make sure you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel to help support these kind of wacky hijinks. Because, you know, we're making breakfast on a freaking 3D printer. This is my breakfast, by the way. I am eating all this. Regardless of how it turns out, I am eating all this. And yes, I did buy a chef's hat for this. I did buy a chef's hat for this. This is the cheapest chef's hat on Amazon, but I did buy a chef's hat. And I even wore my finest Buc-ee's attire. So. If you clean a brand new bed, well, yeah, this is a raw spring steel bed. There's nothing on it. So we should be okay, hopefully, in terms of stuff. Actually, if I had a weight would probably be a bit better for this. If I had some sort of weight to weigh it down. Hello from Rome. Hello, Earl Grey hot. No, I just have coffee. Is 10 euro for a kilogram of filament good? I have no idea. It depends a lot on the filament. You can get really good filament for 10 bucks. You can get really bad filament for 10 bucks. That's like saying is a car good for 20 grand? I don't know. There's some cars that I wouldn't mind. 20 grand be a good price. Some, I do have 1, 2, 3 blocks, but I think they have oil on them. They're not clean. I wouldn't trust the 1, 2, 3 blocks. They're not sanitized. Not that what we're doing here is sanitary that much to begin with. Okay, let's see. Oh, it is toasting. It is toasting. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't flip it. Moving it around the bed is probably a good idea. What we might do is we might get the pancakes going. You know what? I might do the pancake on one side while the bread toasts. So let's get the pancake going. So this will be the bread side. And then this will be the pancake side. So get a little dab of butter. The butter melts really nice. So we got the butter melts really nice. So this is just generic pancake mix, the kind you add water to. Hopefully, yes, I'm making it a weird shape. It's because it's what we got. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna have to clean that out when I go to do the egg because I gotta scramble it in there. The butter is actually like doing butter stuff. Oh, this might actually work. This might actually work. This might actually work. This might actually work. Toasty Boy is my favorite. You know what's funny? I think I have actually cooked on this thing more than I've printed in the last year or 2 years. Honestly, I think this printer has spent more time cooking than printing in the past 2 years. Because I haven't used Toasty since I got the Pantheon. I have Costco Envy. I moved 20 years ago, and the closest one is an hour and a half away. Oh no! Don't let the bed time out. No, I'm constantly checking the bed. I think it takes half an hour for it to time out. So I'm just kind of like bumping between 116 and 115. I think if I remember correctly, I can go up to 120 on the bed, but the thermal fuse is 125. So I don't want to pop the thermal fuse. So we're just gonna dance just under. When we go to do the bacon, I'll bump it up to 120. But I'm pretty sure the thermal fuse is 125, and I don't like getting that close to it. Because you don't want to accidentally pop a thermal fuse. I do have some Wagos. If I do pop the thermal fuse, I'm just cutting it, overriding it, and moving on. Ain't got time for this. Do an easy bake recipe. So fun fact, for those that think this is kind of weird, look, we're getting bubbles. We got a bubble. It's pancaking. The pancake is pancaking. For those wondering at home, the Easy Bake Oven, the good old fashioned kids Easy Bake Oven, that is just a box with a light bulb in it. So if a box with a light bulb can cook brownies, who says a 3D printer can't cook stuff? Now, to be fair, in a perfect world, we'd have this enclosed. But I'm in the process of rebuilding this printer anyway, so if something happens to it while we're cooking pancakes and bacon on it, no big loss. It's all getting rebuilt anyways. Should put a graphite bed in there. I mean, if somebody wants to send me one, I'll use it. We had an Easy Bake. My little sister had an Easy Bake, and I think I used it more. I like cooking. Turns out I like cooking. So, oh dude, that heat coming off the bed. The bacon's gonna be, if we get actual bacon crispiness, I'll be impressed. What is the max temp? It's a Kenobo bed heater, so that'll get however hot it is. The bed is held on with, I do have gasket sealant around it. Was it RTV? I got RTV gasket sealant. So the bed will get as ever hot it can get. It has 125 degrees Celsius thermal fuse on it though. So right now we're cooking at 115, 116. What is the bed size? This is a 200 millimeter bed. It's a 200 millimeter bed. So Next year, do an easy. I mean, if we can get Toasty Boy to the way I want Toasty Boy, we could do an easy bake oven. I could bake some bread in a printer. I don't know. I don't think you can do, like when you bake bread in an oven, it's like 450 Fahrenheit. What is 450 F2C? That's 232 Celsius. Yeah, what can you bake in something that's like 80 degrees Celsius max? 200? No, it's 250. Did I say 200? It's 250. It's 250. Meanwhile, this is what our government's tweeting out. This is what the Canadian government's tweeting out right now. If you got any good 3D printing April Fool's stuff, share it in the Discord, in the live stream channel, and we'll look at it. We'll have some fun looking at it. Okay, let's flip the bacon, flip the pancake. Let's flip the pancake. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this off because I want to flip it from one side to the other. I gotta be careful not to get grease on it. Okay, and I am going crazy with the butter. I know, it's because I really don't want this sticking to this plate. I don't know how non-stick. Ooh, ooh. Nope, still going, still going, still going, still going. I don't want it sticking. The bread is toasty, or if anything, we're drying the bread out at least. It's gonna be crispy. The bread is gonna be crispy. This is so dumb. I'm loving this. This is so dumb. I thought this was an April Fool's joke. What? You think we're seriously cooking? Do you not see breakfast? This is my breakfast. I am eating this. I should have brought some syrup down here. Should have brought some syrup down here. The egg is probably the one thing that will cook the best. Because I don't think you don't really need high temperature to cook an egg for the Maillard reaction to happen. So the egg I'm not too worried about. Oh. Can we see it? I don't know if this can move well. You can't see. You see? It's bubbling. It's bubbling. It's actually bubbling. Oh. For more content like this, like the smash button. Exactly, like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. It's starting to smell like breakfast. Like the pancake is like winning on the air bubbles. We've got in a couple air bubbles. Air bubbles are making their way to the surface. So the pancake is pancaking. Here, you know what? Let's bump the temperature up a little bit. 118. 118. See how that goes. RJ gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Cheers and appreciated. I still haven't gotten the numbers from yesterday's stream to see what the actual breakdown was, if running ads made any difference. I should be getting that today. It takes like 24 hours. It's a weird looking benchy. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have tried to pour the pancake in the shape of a benchy. I should have 3D printed like, no, because then, no, that on the bed wouldn't be 115 bed. No, that's not worth it. Print like a benchy mold. Hopefully it's a tasty brekkie. I'm hoping. This is my breakfast. No joke. I have not eaten anything today. I've got my coffee and I'm making breakfast. Okay. Let's see. So it is starting to look pancakey, so let's flip the pancake over. little bit more butter. If anything, I'm good. Everything's gonna be well buttered. Look at that. Look at that butter sizzle. Look at that butter sizzle. Okay. Ooh. Ah! I effed it up a bit. Oh well. There we go. It is cooking. It is cooking. I mean, it's not cooking the best, but it is cooking. Keep toasting my bread. It's actually, I'm kind of surprised. I think the bacon and the egg will do better than the breaded items. What's the scope of the Toasty Boy rebuild? 1 second, I'm gonna sneeze. Am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. The scope of the Toasty Boy rebuild, the entire gantry is going to replace with a monolith gantry, printed in glass-filled PPS, I think. So we're doing a monolith gantry. The Z is staying the same. It's still the V1.8Z. So we're doing monolith gantry, V1.8Z, and we're going to go to a different tool head, probably like something like an A4T. I don't know for sure. We are swapping in the Bondtech LGX Light Pro Metal Edition for the extruder, and we are sticking with the E3D High Temp Revo because I already have that and it's good to 500 Celsius, so we might as well keep using it. And then we're actually going to insulate the printer even more. So that's kind of the whole point. What is the correct retraction settings for butter? 2 mil, just 2 mil, nothing crazy. But it's got to be very quick. It's 2 mil, but it's got to be really quick. We're talking like 80 millimeters a second. So half of what you would use for a 0.4 nozzle with filament, but double the speed. What is the upside of the monolith gantry? I can install it on this. If you look on the V1.8, the Z attaches to the bottom here, so you can't use the Trident gantry because on a Trident gantry the rails go under here. I mean, technically you could mount it inverted, but the monolith gantry mounts on the inside, so we're just going to give that a try. I just want to try it. I want to try the monolith gantry. I haven't, you know, I just want to try it. So. I'm slowly inching the temperature up. I don't want to accidentally over temperature it and hit, because the thermal fuse pops at 125, and I know there's a margin of error in those thermal fuses, and I don't know if it's in the positive or the negative, so I don't want to risk it. How is this coming along? How is this coming along? Yeah, put you right in the middle. I mean, it's not liquid anymore. So the pancake, no matter what, at least I won't be eating raw pancake dough or pancake mix. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Here, let me just rinse this out quickly. I'm gonna need this for the egg. There we go. I wish I should have like downloaded some royalty-free cooking music, but I don't even know if royalty-free cooking music is even a thing. But it smells good. Oh man, I should have. Oh shit! I should have grabbed some chocolate chips. Is the fuse? It's wired in line and it's glued under the bed. The fuse is wired in line and it's glued under the bed. So, oh, 1 second here. Main camera, turn that on. There we go. Now you can see me. Glued with chocolate chips. Ooh. I mean, if I was smart and planned this properly, I would have had like printed some stuff on the cocoa press for this too, but I did not. It does smell good though. It does smell good. So the plan is to cook the bacon first and then fry the egg, well, scrambled eggs, but make the scrambled eggs in the bacon grease. If we actually get bacon grease. I mean, the pancake is cooking. The pancake is cooking. And it's not sticking, so we got that going for us, which is nice. But the fact that we can't push that high of a temperature, I mean 120 Celsius, but... Wait, what is Twitch chat? Get rid of Twitch chat. There we go. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Okay, I think that's about all we're gonna get for toast. So the bread is toasted. I think that's about all we're gonna get. A little bit of butter. The butter helps with like it is sizzling. The butter is sizzling, but I think the butter helps with heat transfer. It acts kind of like a thermal paste. The butter acts like a thermal paste, and it helps transfer the heat. I'm also trying to be careful not to get anything over the edge and into the magnet, because I don't want the magnet to kind of get any goop on it, because that would be kind of bad. So we have toast. Does the toast toast? Is the toast toasty? Let's find out. Is the toast toasty? It is crispy. The toast is crispy. So we have that. Wait, let me put a little bit of butter on it. Put a little bit of butter on it. We're making just a little bit of butter. Don't want to waste all my butter. There we go. There we go. That's toast. That's toast. I would say that's toast. Would you say that's toast? I would say that's toast. Not so much cooking as dehydrated. The bacon should cook. The bacon and the eggs I have the most hope for. Scrambled eggs, and I'm doing scrambled eggs because as I pour it, it's probably going to try and run to the edges. I'm going to have to keep like chasing it to the middle. But I do have high hope for scrambled eggs. I do have high hope for scrambled eggs. Tempted to send me, I mean, if you want, DM me and we'll figure something out. That's some good coffee. Yeah. I think this is about all we're going to get out of a pancake. I mean, it's not liquidy anymore. There's nothing. I mean, it is warm. It's actually like too hot to touch. But we're not going to get that nice brown. That's kind of the problem. It will cook to the temperature that you want to cook it to, but you're not going to get that nice finish on the outside. If I had a fresh hot end that wasn't used, I would heat up a hot end and use it to put grill marks and stuff, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think that's viable. I should grab some syrup too, but that's something for future me. This is so dumb. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Are you having fun? Are you having fun, class? I'm having fun. What are you all doing here at 10 in the morning anyways? I was going to do the stream in the afternoon so I'd actually have more people watching, but I'm like, no, I'm cooking breakfast. I need to cook in the morning. Look at that pancake. That's a pancake. You need the Maillard effect or it won't taste right. I know. I mean, it'll be edible. It will be edible. Like everything I'm cooking is to cooking temperature. I should have a thermometer just to double check, but Why no round? Because I was cooking the bread next to it. I was trying to toast bread next to it, and I only have so much room on the bed. It's actually grilling. Oh yeah, we cooking. We cooking. We be cooking. Get some butter. Yeah, we actually be cooking. I think that's about all we're gonna get though out of the freaking dog hair. How do I have a dog hair in my... Okay, I think that's about all we're gonna get with the pancake. So, take that off. It does smell good. It does smell good. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of butter on it. Okay, so so there's the pancake. It is a pancake. It is cooked. It is cooked. For those wondering at home, it is cooked all the way through, mostly. Mostly. Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let me turn off the filter. Let me turn off the filter. Mic, filters, noise suppression, and compressor. Okay, so now there's no noise filter, which means you're going to hear it all. Will the bacon sizzle? Will the bacon sizzle? That is the question. Will the bacon sizzle? So first things first, we have a stupid dog hair again. Get rid of that. There we go. Put a little bit of butter, because again, I really don't want anything sticking to the bed. Okay, we're gonna let that butter heat up for a moment. We're gonna let the butter heat up for a moment. And then we've got 2 pieces of bacon. And unfortunately, the bacon that I have, it is very fatty. Normally when I cook bacon, I buy the packs at Costco and I cut them in half. And then, because a full piece is too much, so I like working in half pieces. So the problem is when you cut it in half of it is more meat than fat, and the other half is more fat than meat. And right now I'm only down to the fat. Okay. So the butter is buttering. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear the butter doing butter noises, but the butter is doing butter noises. Let's see what temperature we're at. Okay, let's do 120. Let's roll a dice. Do 120. Okay. Are we ready for the bacon? Will we get a sizzle? Will we get a sizzle? That is the question. Probably not, but we should get some cooked bacon. Let's find out. No sizzle. No sizzle. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Wipe my hands off with a moist towelette. Bacon time. I mean, the bacon should cook. The bacon will cook. It's just how good will it cook is the question. I'll leave the noise suppression off to see what we get. Oh, it is cooking. It is cooking. It's sweating. It is sweating. This is so dumb. I gotta remember not to drink all my coffee. No, look at it. Look, it is baconing. And you can see it. You can see it curling up in real time. You can see it curling up in real time. The bacon is baconing. Look at it go. This might be the best part of it. What else? What temperature can you get? I don't know. I've never actually... Does anyone know what you can get a Kinovo bed up to? Because it's like, it's a 500 watt Kinovo heater, I think. Yeah, it's a 500 watt Kinovo heater. So this is what I'm a little worried about. Shoot. This is what I'm a little worried about. It's cooking when it's directly on the bed, but because it's bacon, it's crinkling. So I need something to hold it flat. I need like a, I don't have a, you know what? One second. I think I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let me go see what I have upstairs. One second. I need something food safe. I'm not just gonna put a 1, 2, 3 block on it. Where is it? Do I have one? I do. That'll do. There we go. We got my big spatula that I use for making smash burgers. Put a little bit canola oil on it so it don't stick. I need it to stay flat. That is the thing, and it's not staying flat. There we go. 1, 2, 3 blocks to the rescue. Ever tell you 1, 2, 3 blocks are awesome? You need a DLL PDF Magic Nova bed, foil wrap 1, 2, 3 blocks. Well, I was gonna wrap them with aluminum, but I realized I had the spatula, which is flat. So the problem is the spatula is gonna suck heat out. That's gonna be the only problem. Sweaty bacon with dried pancakes. Yep. I mean, it does work. Put some silicone. I don't have anything to, like, I get what you mean about an insulator, but I don't have any like silicone around here. Like a silicone mat or something. Is there a vision miner for bacon? I mean, what we're doing now, we are seasoning the bed. You should always season your bed before you print. I don't know how well bacon grease acts as a bed adhesion helper. I'm assuming it doesn't, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. It smells good. I will say it does smell good. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Make some bacon and you put it in a pancake. I mean, it is cooking. It is cooking. I wish I got a sizzle though. The steak I got sizzle. When I cook steak on a printer, I got a sizzle. Like we are holding a steady 120 on the bed. So the bed is 120. Keep the coffee warmed on the bed. I was gonna do that if I was gonna plug in one of the V0s and use that to keep my coffee warm, but I also forgot to grab salt and pepper. Oh well. Maple syrup or nano. Just grab a tub of it, or a thing of, you know what? I'm gonna put some gloop on my pancakes. I got some ABS gloop. I'm gonna put that on my pancakes. All right. I do print ABS, all bacon sizzling. Yeah. Oh, and if you missed the announcement, this video is this weekend. The Tico 2 video is this weekend, if you are wondering. That will be coming out Saturday. Bypass the fuse. I don't want to bypass the fuse because we're cooking on a normal printer too. That's part of it too. We're cooking on a normal printer. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Is that, nope, overhead view. Nope, overhead view, come on. There we go, overhead view. Okay. Oh, that is, I mean, it is cooked, it is cooking, but it is not exactly. But it is cooking. This we might have to let it cook for a bit. Tico 2 Judgment Day. It's lacking the Maillard reaction. I know. That's the thing, like, this will be like eating a sous vide steak right out of the sous vide bag. So it's like, it is cooked to temperature. It is safe to eat. But it's not exactly, you know, appealing looking. I mean, if I get sick, at least it's content, right? What's this? Soriatech Flex TPU. I keep forgetting I have that, so I gotta print something with it. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. The LDO barbecue is multi-material out of the box, right? You are correct. You are correct. I'm kind of disappointed though with how many companies are using shitty AI slop for their April Fool's content. It's like you got to put some effort into it. You got to put effort. Like this is a high effort post for April Fool's, right? But just using like AI slop to generate an April Fool's thing, it's not the same. It's not the same. No, you got to put effort into your April Fool's. We're on food processor lineup. Bread with a side of ABS. I mean, it is sizzling. Like if you look at it, you could see the grease is like sputtering. The grease is kind of sputtering. It is cooking. The eggs are probably the thing that will turn out the best. The bacon will be cooked, but it won't look that good. The eggs should be okay. What temp bacon safe? So bacon needs to be cooked to 63 Celsius. So it being sandwiched on 120 Celsius bed, we should be okay. The bacon will be cooked. It just won't look crispy. It won't be crispy bacon. I'll be honest, bacon is hard to do crispy right. The problem is when you ask for crispy bacon from a lot of places, you don't get crispy bacon. You get shattered bacon. If you poke your bacon with a fork and it breaks into multiple pieces, it's too crispy. Like, it still needs to have some structural rigidity. Like, it should be stiff enough that you can cut it with your fork, but you should be able to stab it and not have it explode like a fragmentation grenade. Cook it in the oven. The thing is, I don't like cooking bacon in the oven because usually I'll cook stuff in the bacon grease after. So like when I make my egg fried rice breakfast, it's like I'll cook a couple pieces of bacon, and then I'll fry the rice in the bacon grease, and then I'll add egg and all the rest of the stuff in that, and then I'll add the bacon back in. You pick it up with your fingers and consume it. Yeah, you could do that. Okay, are we ready to do a flip? Let's do a flip. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay, the 1, 2, 3 blocks are getting hot. Let's do a flip. Oh, that's a lot of bacon grease. Well, we're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna rotate and pivot. The problem is this bacon is mostly fat too, which isn't helping. Hot. Hot 1, 2, 3 blocks. Hot 1, 2, 3 blocks. Also, we got a grease runaway. Oh, look at all that grease. All that delicious Maritime grease. Look at all that grease. It is cooking. It's rendering out the grease. It is cooking. Just gonna loop the rails. It would just take a little bit of grease, put it on the rails, and we're good. We're good. That is a lot of bacon grease. I should probably have something to, I should have leveled the printer before doing this. I'm just keeping an eye because I don't want the grease to like go over the edge and then get into the magnet. That's what I'm a little worried about. Look how efficient that is. It's only using 3%, 5% to run that bed. That's very efficient. Very efficient. We're gonna have plenty of bacon grease to cook the egg in, that's for sure. Like, it probably doesn't help that the piece of bacon that I'm cooking is mostly, it's a very fatty piece of bacon. I looked, I didn't have any like meaty bacon to cook, unfortunately, because it's all, I ate it. Leveling the bed would have been bad. Yeah, remember, when you're cooking on your 3D printer, don't actually run a bed mesh. You don't want it sticking to the bed that much. So you want your bed surface to be a little uneven, a little crooked, because that way, if your bed's too flat, it'll stick too well, right? And then when you go to flip it, it'll break. You don't want that, right? Do I cook with supports? Depending on the geometry of the cake you're baking, you may need supports. Hey Steve, you're just in time for breakfast. We've already got the toast and the pancake cooked, and now we're trying to cook bacon. It's going bacony. The egg is going to be interesting. The egg should cook. I got a feeling the egg will cook fine. The bacon is cooked. The thing is, everything we're cooking is to the temperature of cooked food. The problem is we're not getting that wonderful Maillard reaction on stuff, so we're not getting like crisp. It's going to be very chewy bacon. Can I draw things? Can I heat up? If I had a clean nozzle in this, I mean, I could swap the Revo for like an actual like clean Revo and use that for grill marks, but that would be a little troublesome, I think. What am I watching? You're watching me cook bacon on a 3D printer. That's what you're watching. Okay, let's flip it. Hot. Hot. I mean, it's very glistening. Actually, let's move it over a little bit so that we get a fresh part of the bed. There we go. And I am using a spatula with 1, 2, 3 blocks to weigh it down so that it it gets a little bit more heat, hopefully. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, no, they're not support. The 1, 2, 3 blocks aren't for, remember when I say you can use 1, 2, 3 blocks for anything? Well, here you go. You can use 1, 2, 3 blocks for anything. I mean, look at that. That is bacon. That is cooked bacon. Yep, that does taste like cooked bacon. It's a fancy hat. Thank you. It's the cheapest cooking hat, chef's hat on Amazon. I have to wear a chef's hat when I'm cooking. Now I'm hungry. Damn it. Now I'm hungry. It's a Voron V1.8. Yeah. What's the temp? There is a thermal fuse on the bed that will pop at 125, so I'm running the bed at 120. But yeah, this isn't a Trident, it's a V1.8. The Trident is technically V1.9, but people got confused with the naming scheme, and it's kind of like Voron naming was like BMW vehicles, where it's not like the M3 is the successor of the M2 or the M6 is the successor of the M3. They're just model names. So V0, V1, V2 are just different models of printer. By the way, the V stands for Voron. So yes, it is a Voron 2, like an ATM machine. But anyways, long story short, we kind of switched to using names for stuff instead of numbers, because that numbers confuse people. So V1.9 became Trident. So this is a continuation of the original Voron. Numbers are hard. They are. We did a perfect steak. I did a steak 2 years ago on this printer, and it actually turned out pretty good. So, you can cook a steak on a 3D printer, but it's gonna be like sous vide, right? The problem with cooking meat on a printer or anything that you're actually trying to cook, baking would probably be a better term, because you're not getting, the bed isn't hot enough to get the Maillard reaction going. The egg is probably the closest thing that will actually cook properly on this thing. Because like the problem you're getting is it's not getting hot enough to actually like get the sizzle going. Yeah, if the E3D bed gets up to 250, then yeah, 250 you could definitely cook something. Like 250, that's cooking temperature. Okay, this is gonna be the last time I do this, so. And then we'll let this go for like 5 more minutes, and then we'll do the egg. Yeah, you need 220 for the lead and frost. Yeah. Yeah, if you had a high temp chamber, that would help too. You'd be able to actually bake in it. That's why I tell people that want to do like high temperature printing, like, oh, how do I print Ultim? It's like, well, first you build an oven, and then you put a printer inside the oven. You don't take a printer and turn it into an oven. You take an oven and turn it into a printer. Stratus calls it oven because it is, yeah. End of stream breakfast giveaway. Yeah, we're not doing a giveaway today. We're just kind of hanging out. Because basically, as soon as we're done cooking, I'm eating breakfast and then we're calling it. Toaster oven conversion stream next. I do need to get a toaster oven to get it so that I can properly cook or dry out some filaments that I have, higher temp filaments. What do you recommend for first DIY 3D printer? I'm new here. It depends what you're looking to do. Like, if you already have a 3D printer, in my opinion, your options are more open for what to get for a kit, because you can get fun stuff like the V0. Like, if you don't have any 3D printer at all and you're looking to get into a kit, I would advise against getting something like a V0, because they are kind of limiting. It's 120 millimeters cubed. You're spending a lot of money for a little printer. But if you like building printers and you already have a 3D printer, those kind of printers make more sense. If you're looking for a Voron and you don't know which one to build a Trident. Simple as that. If you're not comfortable going the entirely full DIY route, you could also, a good middle ground is get a Prusa kit. You get a Prusa printer at a discount because you're getting the kit. You get the fun of building a kit, and you have a fully supported printer afterwards, supported by a company that you know you're going to be getting updates for the next probably decade. So, yeah. Lewis Seal. You can replace the controller in a lot of those toaster ovens with like an Arduino, and basically run it on its own code. That's what Pantheon did. When I visited Pantheon a couple years ago, they used basically like Ninja air fryer, not Ninja air fryers, but they had like these Ninja toaster ovens, and they basically ripped out the electronics, replaced it with an Arduino, and ran them on a PID loop, and just used those to dry filament, because they have those those specialty high temp nylons and whatnot. So they use those. Damn. Really? A Raspberry Pi. Damn, price is going up. Raspberry Pi prices are going up again. Pi 4 and 5 4GB models are going up $25. The 16 gig Pi 5 is up $100. Damn. Oof. Well, good thing the video this weekend is Pi alternatives. I thought RAM prices were starting to go down because like all these AI companies that promise to buy all the RAM like realize they don't have the money to buy all the RAM. I need to cook on a salad fork because it's food. I don't have a salad fork, I don't think. Do I have a salad fork? Actually, I might have a salad fork. Do I have a salad fork? I do have a, no, that's a Micron. Oh, I do have a salad fork. I do have a salad fork, but it's like one of the very, very, very first generation of salad fork kits. and I've stolen parts out of it. So I was a little worried. I did grab some aluminum tape. I was gonna try making like a little dam around the outside with aluminum tape, just in case like we started having issues with the grease, but I think we're okay. I'm a little worried with the egg though. When we go to do the egg, I'll be a little worried, but it is sizzling. It is sizzling. Like you could see little bubbles coming out. It is. Okay, so how much time we got left? 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, I'll take it off and I'll let it like air cook for a bit to let some of the bacon grease like evaporate. And then we'll pull it off. And then the last thing is the egg. Do I use this 3D printer? I mean, this printer is meant to be a high temp printer for printing, not quite like Ultim, but like the higher temp materials, like high temp nylons and whatnot. But I haven't used it in a while for that stuff because I have another printer that I use for that stuff. So this is gonna get rebuilt soon. So I figured do one last little fun thing with it before I take it apart for a rebuild. So. You could print, yeah, I mean, I could have ran a print to print like a TPU wall around the outside just to trap the bacon grease. I could have did that. I don't know how TPU would fare being on a steel bed, a raw steel bed at 120 degrees Celsius, but that is something we could have done. Banana. Okay, let's let the bacon air cook for a bit to kind of see if we can get some sort of Maillard reaction out of this. Hot, hot, hot. I mean, that is cooked bacon. That is cooked bacon. It's just really, really wet cooked bacon. So much bacon grease. So much bacon grease. Okay, probably don't need that for the egg. Let me get rid of this. Remember me to empty my garbage, otherwise I'm just gonna have bacon grease soaked paper towels in my garbage. That is cooked bacon. It is very juicy cooked bacon, but it is cooked bacon. It is, let me go get my thermometer. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? I mean, for it to be safe to eat, it's got to be like 60 Celsius, right? I mean, it's 102 Celsius, so the bacon's cooked. The bacon is cooked. The bacon is cooked. It's just, do we want it? Are we good with it there? The sizzle is going, yeah, the sizzle. When my bacon comes off the printer sizzling. You would send it back? Yeah, but if the chef said, hey, I cooked it on a 3D printer, what do you expect? I think you gotta kind of roll with it. Okay, I think we're gonna call the bacon. I think the bacon is sufficiently bacon. It is cooked to temperature. It is safe to eat temperature. It's just, for those that like moist bacon, it's your bacon. Okay. So the last thing we got to do is an egg. Egg. So I got to crack the egg and scramble it because I'm not cooking. I like scrambled eggs. So actually, put you over there. Crack the egg. Wet wipe. Oh wait, I got it on the wrong camera. Or whatever. Scramble that egg. Okay, so we got a scrambled egg. Of course I'm really doing it. Why wouldn't I do it? So we've got... So this is gonna be fun because I have to pour this on and hopefully it stays in the middle. So there's a bunch of bacon grease around the outside. I will put a little bit of butter, get a little bit of fresh butter. Let that warm up. And then we're gonna try and cook. See, the bed is getting seasoned. The printer bed is getting seasoned. So you know it's cooking. Okay, so I've got my spatula of oh shit, stay in the middle, ready to go. That butter sizzle. Stay in the middle, stay in the middle, stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. No, stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. This is why I didn't try to just crack an egg. I'm like, nope. And it's going to be infused with bacon grease. So it's, oh, look, it's actually cooking. It's cooking. The egg is cooking. The scrambled egg is cooking. You got to be like Gordon Ramsay, right? You got to constantly. Look at that. Look at that, it's cooking. It's cooking. So my thing is I don't like runny eggs, so let's see. What we get. So if I gotta thin it out so that it. Okay, let that cook for a bit. I'm gonna go get some salt. I didn't grab any salt, I need salt. You can't have egg without salt. Salt and a little pepper. And where is... Okay. We got salt. Guess what? Kirkland brand. And guess what? Kirkland brand maple syrup. Because that's how we roll. I mean, that is cooking. It's unfortunately it's doing the thing where it sticks to the bed and gets a little gummy. Maybe a little bit more butter in the middle. Whatever, fucking all the butter. Very buttery pancakes. Everyone likes butter pancakes. I can't believe how well this is working. Like, again, we're not going to get the Maillard reaction, so we're not getting the, I mean, for the egg, we are getting the Maillard reaction. Okay. Let those toast up, and then we have eggs. We have breakfast. We got breakfast, boys and gals. Breakfast of champions. Breakfast of champions. This is too funny. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. The bacon is actually cooked. The bacon cooked to 100 degrees. Like I did the little beep beep, and it's 100 degrees. So everything is cooked to temperature. The problem is it's not hot enough to get the crispy. Like, you're not going to get that skin texture, right? You're not going to get the browning because it's not hot enough to brown it. It's hot enough to cook it, but it's not hot enough to brown it. I wonder how much food I'm gonna find. Oh shit! 1 second. Like, how much food am I gonna find in the printer when I go to take it apart? It's like, get that egg out of there. I got egg in my my extrusions. I've got egg in my extrusion. There you go. Okay, in the garbage. Okay. So let me get it all plated up. Oh, I forgot ketchup. Let me go grab ketchup. Forgot ketchup. Can't have it without ketchup. And pepper. There we go. Okay, so let's turn the bed off because we don't need that anymore. So turn the bed off. Okay, so we got put a little bit pepper on the eggs. And again, Kirkland brand. A little bit of Himalayan salt. A little bit of ketchup. And then we gotta cut up our pancake. I mean, this looks breakfast. Nothing like soft focused eggs. 1 second. There you go. Put a little bit of syrup on the. There we go. Let me get rid of this. Okay, what should I try first? What should I try first? Not many streams I have to do dishes after I finish stream. What should I try first? What do you guys want me to try first? We got toast. We've got pancakes. We've got toast. We've got bacon, and we've got eggs, all cooked on a 3D printer. What is first on the menu, guys? What is first on the menu? Yes. How does the bacon cut? Bacon cuts. Bacon cuts. Got 130 people here. Nobody wants to tell me what they want me to try first. What do you want me to try first? Hurry up, I'm hungry. This is my breakfast. Bacon. Okay, so somebody said bacon. Okay, so we'll go with 1 piece of bacon. So, put a little bit of ketchup on it. It's cold, soggy bacon. I've had worse bacon when I was in the army. Okay, let's try the eggs. Let's try the eggs. Literally, I've had worse bacon when I was in the army. Okay, so the eggs now. They're a little runnier than I would like. I don't like soggy eggs. I know it's weird, but they're eggs. They're fine. They're a little on the soggy side. Some people like runny eggs, but yeah, eggs are fine. Yeah, I get those that don't like soggy eggs. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, let's try the pancakes. So the pancakes are probably the ones that turn out the loop. Let's find out. They're fine. What about the toast? What about the toast? Everything's fine. Like, George Elliott, two pounds for the Tim Hortons breakfast fund. No capping, for real, no capping. This is better than Tim Hortons breakfast. This is fine. Like, some of it's a little cold because I cooked it in batches and it took a while to cook. So obviously, like, the pancakes are cold and the toast is no longer warm. But like, the bacon is a little chewy and a little moist. But if anyone here has ever had like a hay box lunch, or like, you know, that you get bacon that you could tell has been sitting out for a bit, but it's still bacon. Bacon's fine. The eggs, are fine. The eggs are a little on the runny side, because again, I don't like runny eggs personally, but if you're a fan of runny eggs, like you like your scrambled eggs like a little mushy, they're fine. Pancakes, oh my God, they're just cold pancakes. I'm actually kind of surprised how good this is. I mean, if I had paid for this meal, if I went somewhere to eat and I paid for food and this is what they gave me, I would be a little disappointed. But like, for anyone who's ever eaten like a hay box lunch, or like a cold breakfast, camping or whatever. Like, the bacon is probably the most sus looking thing because it's still pretty wet, but it is cooked to cook temperature. Yeah, like, I'm eating it because it's my breakfast, by the way. Let's finish these pancakes. Like, no joke, I'm eating all of this. I should have taken a picture of it. I should have taken a picture of it before I ate it. Oh well. Clean plate. That was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. If I had a higher temperature bed, we would have had some proper crispiness to the bacon, hopefully, and some browning on the pancakes and the toast. But I mean, like, if you were stuck in your basement and all you had was a 3D printer to cook food, you could survive. I wouldn't want to like do this every day, but you know, if you're in your you're in your dorm room and you're not allowed a hot plate, but you can have a 3D printer, and you had a hankering for some scrambled eggs, you could cook scrambled eggs, heat up a I mean, you know what's funny, Gergman? The first time I got COVID was in 2022 after Murph. I came home, I did a COVID test, and I had COVID. And this is back when we had to like quarantine and all that shit. So with my wife working, I had to hide in the basement for 2 weeks, or for a week. So for like 5 days, I hid in the basement. I used my Vorons to heat up Chef Boyardee and Pop-Tarts. It works. It does work. It is a heater. It is a piece of metal that gets hot. That's all an oven is, or a stovetop is. That turned out, why did that turn out better than that actually turned out pretty good. 2022, it might have been 20, no, yeah, it was 2022. Yeah, remember COVID was late, or 2020 to 22, was it 2021? I don't know, it was whenever Murph was. It was because I just came back from the States and my wife would have had to take time off work if she wasn't able to go to work if she got COVID, so I had to hide in the basement to make sure she didn't get COVID. That's why. Mostly 2020. I mean, it went into mid 2022. Late 2022, I think, was when the masking stopped. When did end? Yeah, March 2022 is when all the masking stuff ended. So that was like 2 months after that. But it would have been if my wife got COVID, she would have had to take, it was at the time, it wasn't quarantine. It was basically, if you got COVID, you had to like stay away from work for like a week or whatever. And because my wife was working full time, we were like, okay, I'll just hide in the basement, and hopefully she didn't get it. Which, she didn't get it. The little guy didn't get it either, so that was good. Yeah. Plus, it was the first time I got COVID. I didn't know how bad it would be. It was not bad for me. But I have family members that are still effed up from it. Okay, that was a stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know why, but we just did that. So if you wanted to know if you can cook a full breakfast, not quite a full English breakfast, I didn't have the beans and the tomato and all that, but if you are wondering if you can cook bacon, eggs, pancakes, and toast on a 3D printer, you kind of can, and it actually doesn't turn out too bad. The texture is not going to be the greatest, and the appearance, because you're not getting, the bed doesn't get hot enough to like get the whole wonderful Maillard reaction and get the browning and all that and the sizzling bacon, but it will cook your food to edible temperatures. So hopefully then, you know, the next stream I'm not keeled over sick with a stomach bug. But yeah, I think we're good there. Did you guys have fun? Did you have fun? I had fun. So we are going to call it there. Don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And for those that support the channel or became members of the channel or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I might turn this into a video. I don't know. I don't feel like editing a 2-hour thing into one video, but we'll see. Or it's an hour and a half, maybe. We'll see. Anyways, see you tonight on Twitch. We are going to do a Artemis 2 watch party on Twitch when that's about to happen. So I'll do an alert on Discord. Okay, we're going to call it there. Yeah. Make spaghetti next year. I don't know. What are we going to try next year? We'll try something next year. Anyways, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you this afternoon. And again, regular stream Friday. Goodbye. Bacon pancakes. Bacon printer pancakes.